Alliance Group to talk about that with us. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
I have to ask you, you've shown hundreds of houses. Have you ever walked into a place and gone, you know what, there's just something not right about this?
Like the hairs on my neck raise.
And just like our conversation here during the commercial
trepidation
break.
about crossing the threshold. Fortunately, no.
Good.
I haven't come across a haunted house. Now, growing up in Bismarck, I remember rumors about certain homes or neighborhoods that there were suspicions about haunted houses or paranormal activity, but personally, thank goodness I haven't encountered someone from the other side.
Now the word scary can take you in a lot of different ways, but as a realtor, have you come across a scary situation while showing a house?
Yeah, so I haven't. I've been really fortunate. I mean, what you're finding is agents increasingly do a lot of due diligence, not just on the home that we're showing, but on the clients that we're meeting.
Okay.
Because it's in our best interest to make sure that if we're meeting a stranger, we know who that stranger is, where they're coming from. So I haven't had scary situations with clients. Now, we do have some agents in our office who can share some stories about scary situations where, you know, their kind of sixth sense kicks in and they decide not to show a house to someone.
Because that person has given them the willies a little bit.
Some vibes,
something
yeah,
right.
but it just didn't feel right. And so fortunately, you know, they're listening to their intuition. When it comes to scary houses, my most recent experience with scariness is I have a listing and we've had a couple agents who in their feedback said their clients, quote, said, the basement's a little scary. And so we hear that more often than ghosts and paranormal activity where a feature of the house seems scary. And a lot of times scary is a substitute for old.
Yeah,
it's a substitute for old.
And basements have the ability to carry that kind of a feeling just because they're dark and damp for the most of the time. I'm going to make this really quick because I don't want to take up your time. But my first job out of college was in Chadron, Nebraska. And they flew me from Sioux Falls out to Chadron for the job interview, and they showed me some places. And one house I went into, they said, but you can't open that door.
Oh.
You think I'm going to take this house? I can't see what's behind that door. Are you kidding me?
Right?
Did not take that place. Is there a time of year that goes with more people with this kind of mindset?
I mean, clearly now, you know, because it's spooky season and you're seeing everything out and about in the community. But what I think is interesting is majority of people, when they did a poll, over 50% would buy a haunted house. And, you know, even more than that, 77% would buy a haunted house as long as they got a better deal on that.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if you've got a house that you think is haunted, you know, there's a couple ways to go about it. You might understand that, you know, there are people that might have some trepidation about writing an offer on a haunted house, or you might really niche in because there are people out there who are wanting that type of notoriety associated with the home because they can market it themselves. So it's really interesting to see how this works.
There are actually 4 states that have that as part of the disclosure, isn't that right?
Yeah, so if people in North Dakota are familiar with shopping and selling houses, you have a disclosure that you need to fill out. It's a 10-page document, what works, what doesn't work, what kind of work has been done on the house. There are 4 states in the nation where one of the disclosure items that you check yes or no is paranormal activity. We're not one of them. But Minnesota is
one, and then New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, Heidi, and also Massachusetts. So 3 of them are out east, and then you got Minnesota.
Yeah. So some crazy stuff. I think what's really important is, you know, while we're not seeing a lot of people that are concerned about paranormal activity, some of the things that they do cite as scary, in addition to basements, right now it's the interest rates, it's the commitment to financing such a large investment. Fortunately, you know, agents are there to help make the process less scary. And so a lot of those things that you might be afraid of, when you talk to your agent and share those concerns and emotions, we can help you get over them.
Okay. Final question. We're down to about a half minute. Would you buy a home that is rumored to be haunted?
Personally, no. Okay. No, I would not. I think
we're on the same page.
Baby to want to contend with that.
Exactly. Well, the first windy night, you'd hear something rattle, and you'd assume that it's what you were warned about.
And I feel like your anxiety would cause you to think that everything is a result of a ghost, right? When it's probably not.
Exactly right. Dot, right there on the screen is where we can get a hold of you. And thank you for the interesting topic. It's something different than we usually talk about. So.
Yeah. And one thing that's not scary right now, honestly, is rates. So if you haven't seen the news, even this morning, contact your lender. Now's a great time to buy. Rates are really appealing right now.
And the weather is holding, which is always a factor, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, thank you, Dot.